In ancient China, approximately 300 years before Christ, while the teachings of Confucius still reverberated throughout society, a remarkable figure emerged, Mencius or Mengzi. The son of a determined widow who moved 3 times to ensure the best possible education for her child, Mencius grew up in a turbulent era marked by conflicts between kingdoms and power-hungry rulers. The Warring States period, 475 to 221 BCE, was characterized by constant warfare and political instability, but amidst the chaos, Mencius developed a deeply humanistic philosophy. Unlike military strategists and advisors who sought advantages through force, he directed his gaze toward human nature. He traveled tirelessly between kingdoms, visiting leaders not to flatter them or offer conquest tactics, but to convey a revolutionary message. The people take priority over the ruler, and the ruler who does not serve the people loses the mandate of heaven. This perspective centered on collective well-being established the foundation for a philosophy that transcended millennia and remains relevant in our days. The core of Mencius' thought lies in the unwavering belief that all human beings are born with an inherent natural goodness. He significantly expanded Confucius' teachings by asserting that social harmony begins in our own nature, not just in external relationships. To illustrate this concept, Mencius used metaphors from nature. Just as a seed contains the potential to become a majestic tree, each person possesses 4 innate seeds that can blossom into cardinal virtues: benevolence, ren, righteousness, yi, ritual propriety, li, and wisdom, zhi. Like an attentive gardener, he argued that these seeds need constant cultivation, proper nourishment and protection against harmful elements to reach their full potential. The compassionate mind is present in all men, declared Mencius, as well as the ability to distinguish right from wrong. In one of his most famous examples, he asked, if someone saw a child about to fall into a well, wouldn't they feel alarm and compassion? This instinctive reaction, he argued, demonstrates our natural tendency toward empathy. In a period of political and moral fragmentation, Mencius advocated that both rulers and common people could achieve moral excellence through the cultivation of these fundamental virtues, thus creating a harmonious society based not on coercion, but on the natural expression of human goodness. Reflecting on this philosophy in our contemporary context, we perceive its profound relevance and applicability. In a world often characterized by excessive individualism, unbridled competition, and social disconnection, Mencius' teachings offer a valuable counterpoint. When we feel a spontaneous impulse to help a stranger in difficulty, we are witnessing our natural goodness in action. In moments when we react with irritation, indifference, or selfishness, perhaps we are allowing external influences, social pressures, stress, negative conditioning, to suffocate our innate virtues. The accelerated pace of modern life, with its constant demands, digital distractions, and materialistic values, can gradually distance us from our compassionate essence. Mencius would remind us that, although circumstances may temporarily divert us, our good nature remains intact, waiting to be rediscovered and nurtured. This perspective offers hope. If goodness is our natural condition, then evil is not inevitable, but rather a deviation that can be corrected through self-cultivation. In times of polarization and conflict, perhaps we need more than ever this confidence in the human capacity for compassion and mutual understanding. As Mencius taught, the great person is one who does not lose their child's heart, thus preserving the original purity and goodness with which we are all born. How can we apply this ancient wisdom in our daily lives? Start today by actively cultivating your innate virtues through intentional practices. Perform an act of selfless kindness for a colleague, family member, or stranger, without expectation of recognition or reciprocation. Before reacting impulsively to a frustrating situation, take a conscious pause and question whether your response reflects your true nature or merely temporary external circumstances. Set aside daily moments for activities that nourish your humanity, a meaningful conversation without digital distractions, silent contemplation in nature, meditation on gratitude, or appreciation of artistic expressions that elevate the spirit. Practice justice in your daily decisions, even when no one is watching, thus strengthening your internal commitment to integrity. Critically examine the values that guide your choices. Do they promote the flourishing of your natural goodness or suffocate it? Ask yourself regularly, how can I cultivate my natural goodness in this specific moment? When interacting with people who seem distant from their own goodness, remember Mencius' vision. Perhaps their seeds are merely temporarily dormant, not absent. This perspective can transform judgment into compassion and antagonism into understanding. As educators, parents, or mentors, we can create environments that nurture the innate virtues of future generations, recognizing that effective discipline does not mean suppressing nature, but guiding it toward flourishing. Mencius' timeless message resonates through the centuries with crystal clarity. You already possess goodness within you. Your journey consists of recognizing it and cultivating it diligently. In a world that frequently makes us doubt human goodness, this philosophy offers not just comfort, but a call to action. Each small act of compassion, each moment of self-control, each decision based on ethical principles is an affirmation of our true nature. By cultivating our own seeds, we inspire others to do the same, creating waves of positive transformation that extend far beyond our individual actions. Today, commit to nurturing your innate goodness, not as an external virtue to be acquired, but as an essential quality to be awakened. As Mencius taught us more than 2 millennia ago, the path to a better society begins with the recognition and cultivation of the good that already exists within each of us. This is Firefly. See you tomorrow.